Hello fellow spacers, this is Average Arcader here, starting my Let's Play series of the Outer Worlds. Now, I've been playing through this game, but I haven't played through the hardest difficulty, Supernova, yet. I hear it's really hard, and I figured my first time going through, I should share it with you guys. So let's see here, Supernova mode adds additional challenges to the game. If you reduce the difficulty below Supernova, you cannot re-enable it. Whoop-de-doo. Enemies have more health and deal more damage. Okay. You must eat, drink, and sleep to survive. Companions can die permanently. Crippled body and limb conditions can only be healed with bed rest. Weapons and armor work very poorly at 0 durability. You can only fast travel to your ship. You can only sleep inside your ship. You can only manually save while inside your ship, and autosaves are limited. Okay, well at least they're not completely gone. Supernova. Like that. Man, I've been loving this game.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity
you can get through the game, I'd say, in about 30 hours. But there's two main paths you can go. So the second time going through the game, it will be significantly different. Enough that I would add on to that playtime to about, technically you'd have maybe about 40 hours of playtime of new stuff. Let's go ahead and skip this. Don't want the whole video being that. Alright. Definitely want that up. Want some type of healing. Engineering is important because that allows you to fix your... See, we got perception. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need intelligence. You know what? Probably do some of that as well. And I'll put the rest in intelligence.
Finally, evidence of intelligent life in Halcyon.
And dexterity. Alright, this seems pretty good. Next. I think I'll put the first one here.
A rabble-rouser. Perfect. The colony's full of rabble.
Because at 20 points, inspiration will unlock the companion abilities, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to need.
At last, a kindred spirit.
Same thing with engineering and science. We want those up. I'll go with this one. Get that.
This colony does love its elevators.
Elevator operation. Specialist. That's the first time I read that one. Okay. You know what? You never see your character. So I'm just going to leave them as default. Because you truly never see them. You put armor and stuff on them as soon as possible. Let's see. We will do for name. We'll just go... Just AVA. Okay. Abbreviation, Average Arcader. Looking good.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Should I skip this? Leave down in the comment section if you guys think I should skip cinematics. Next video, I'll make sure to
Not
do whatever
likely,
you guys ask.
bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there
Personally,
you are.
if I woke
Wondering what's
up
going on, eh?
in
Bit of
like
bad
some
news there,
strange
I'm afraid.
contraption with some guy talking to me,
It was
I'd be flipping out.
Plane knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies, saving you.
Like right now, I wouldn't even be able to hear you because I would be freaking out, like tearing everything apart. Like, what's going on?
I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Imagine how that must feel. Being shot out of something in a pod.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land.
I'm also thinking about doing some challenge series too in this game. So if you guys have any recommendations of challenges we should do, leave them in the comment sections. Also look us up on Instagram at Average Arcader.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no
Sad
sense in
thing
letting
is,
his ship go to waste.
you find out more about him. He actually was an interesting
Hawthorne won't
guy.
mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Just checking for a secret. Sometimes they're there. Yeah, I really actually would have liked to meet Hawthorne. Now, in this difficulty, you can pick up flaws pretty easily. And I don't think you can reject them too. Any flaws you pick up, you have to keep.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Oh. Hurts every time.
You, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
I can patch them up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Which is really messed up when you think about it.
We were out on patrol.
It's kind of really messed
I saw a
up.
marauder camp up in the hills.
Yeah, if
Thought
you're
I
sitting
could
there
take
dying,
Then my
we
gun
don't want you
misfired.
accepting outside
right through my
help.
side. I mean,
Just sit there and
what are
die.
the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
You'd better take my gun then. Careful, it's worth more to the company than I am. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
I'm off. And you're sad and pathetic. Right, we need to eat, so I actually will need to pick up this food. Normally I don't pick up food. Oh, more food. Tartar sauce. Pre-sliced bread.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Okay. Yes, I know about time dilation. Okay. You don't take that much more damage. But then again... Yeah, I know. I'm gonna leave that alone. Hack later. Fish sticks. More sliced bread. Okay. Again, yes, I know. It says I have to eat and sleep, but I don't... know how you keep track of that. Oh, right there. I'm such an idiot. I see it now. Eat, sleep, and drinking meters are just underneath everything. Okay. We'll see how quickly they go down. They definitely hit hard. Good lord. Tech skills by 5. I'm gonna swap it out. I'm gonna swap it out for something that's actually gonna do something.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
What's up?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad.
What?
I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
These Spacer's guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Well, no. Get him! Guys, definitely take more of a hit. Yeah, definitely take more of a hit. We can sell that. Okay. Put that on. Okay.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Hello, please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
No, he was there. he was definitely there.
I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable.
And get everything I can use
Do you understand?
or sell. Yep, got
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. First things first. Okay, now I can go. As soon as I get out of here, go straight, pick up my companion. I can use her companion abilities. Let's see. Improve your weapons and armor and workbench. Field repair weapons and armor. I didn't need that. Alright, anything else right now I need? Next thing I can work on persuasion. Going to need sneak and or hacking up. Apply. Yeah, I know about companion abilities. I'm gonna go right off the back with the health. Something tells me I'm gonna need it.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
Ooh. I forgot that was there. I don't use melee. I never really did. I probably should have sold that. Nah, it's alright. Okay.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Just checking every inch just in case there's anything I've forgotten. Ooh, I need to also find something to drink.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Peace. Okay. Now, I know if I go that way, I'll run into some marauders. Definitely marauders over there. Maybe I can sneak past them. I'll take that. Oh yeah, there's marauders over there too. Oh, that's a primal. Is it a dead one? Yeah, it is. Okay, right on. I can actually do some missions in here that are safer.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Oh.
Sorry about that. Just passing.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Let's go ahead and ask for our part.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
It depends on the work.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
I still think that's messed up as well. Want me to collect what's owed to you?
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Peace. Alright. Let's go pick up our companion after we go in here. He's not needing that. Or that, or that, or that, or that. Or these. I think I'm gonna need to buy drinks. Got food. Should I open this? Maybe there. Ooh, excuse me. Yep. I think I can go to the cantina and buy drinks.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I ain't got no uniform.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits.
I'm restrained by the man.
We've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
I'm gonna go right out and guess that companions are gonna be pretty necessary on a supernova run through. Okay, let's do tasks. See if we can level up again.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Let's hurry
Can
up
we
and talk
talk?
to her. Yeah.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard.
Town
here,
does have its issues, man.
especially for them that don't fit in so well. One big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I'm only gonna go
mister.
talk to him because he gives us another
I just think when you
quest.
gotta make a
that we're
decision
gonna
that'll
need.
hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Okay, let's get back to work. Yo.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm here for money.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
She says that, but I haven't had any of them go off on me.
Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
I can imagine that a lot of people just walk across bodies and just turn around and not say anything.
What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
It's totally messed up.
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work. And I'll also raid your office. Nothing personal. I should start using that. What do you have? Breakdown, don't need. Don't need. Oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, I say no. Ranged, aggressive, not passive. Far. There we go. Make sure they keep their distance from people, otherwise they'll just run in and get themselves killed. And since they could possibly die in this mode, you want to try to keep them back. Let's open it.
Nice.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Yeah, you look pretty spry to me.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
I'll do this one.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Pay me so I can get out of here.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Yep.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Peace. All I care about is getting paid at this point.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach
if
out
you
to
can
corporate
pass the
without
speech
crossing a
check,
river of
take
red
it.
tape,
Gives you XP.
so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Right. I'm sold.
That's all I can ask of you.
Now, before we go any further, there's a canteen.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
You read the...
I don't know you.
Excuse me.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand. Coming right up.
Okay. Dehydrated water tablets? Water without hydration or oxygen? Just add air. Plain pure water. There we go. I'll take those. Let's sell some things too while we're here. Okay. All right. Not too complicated.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards.
And then we'll probably
You will
end
also
the
report to
episode
me
there.
in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't get your pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Just give Silas an
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged. What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
I would.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Peace. Alright. One more person to collect from, and then we'll end this little side quest. Just looking for anything I might be able to loot.
You're fast. When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical, soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
You owe him great.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Oh, 2 whole credits. Nice. I mean, I said credits. Bits.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Some tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
All right, let's turn this into Silas. Then I believe you can fast travel back to the ship. Then I can save and we can end the episode there. Ooh, didn't see these first time coming through here. Yep, got to sleep.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble?
Damn it!
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. and I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Yes, and we leveled up again. Alright, let's head back to the ship. I should be able to fast travel back there. Yes. On your ship. Okay. So you can't rest on beds out there. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's go ahead and save. Okay, thank you again for joining me. If you guys are enjoying this series, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Also, click that notification button. It'll alert you whenever we have a new video up. It'll also alert you when we continue this series. If you guys have any recommendations for challenge videos for this series, or if you just have games you feel that you want us to play, please leave that in the comment section down below, or leave it at our Instagram at AverageArcader. So please again, support us if you can, and please come back and enjoy the next video. But until next time, I'm Average Arcader. Have a nice day.